Leadership is rarely given. So when Babu says he can be the leader of the party, he can take it. Leadership you take, you're not given. They can team up with the rest of Sifuna and the rest and take over the party. Yeah, it's possible. As we get to March 2026, it'll be clear where the country is moving. It will be clear who is going to face Ruto. It will be clear where ODM is. It cannot last. This situation in which ODM is can't last. It will have to resolve itself in one way or the other. There is no doubt that the opposition will control Nairobi. That is clear. Even looking at past voting patterns, the opposition will control Nairobi. So Babu has to remain with the opposition. Even if that means we working with Wiper or whatever, or DCP. Because those are the people who will control Nairobi.
Very good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Candid Talk here on Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Evans Okinya. I'm here with Professor Herman Manyora. Prof, how are you?
Good.
Welcome to the show. Did you really watch Babu Owino's statement during the ODM at 20 celebrations back then? Yeah. He was given that chance by Edwin Sifuna to speak. Yes. In as much as he was not supposed to speak.
From public demand.
Yes.
It was public demand.
It was due to public demand, as opined there by Edwin Sifuna, that Babu Owino had to come and speak. And while making those statements, he still maintained that he still has to continue keeping with the mantle of fighting for the people, just in fact starting from where Raila Odinga left it back then. And even intimated that if anything happens in the country right now, if the president does anything that would warrant people to go back to the streets, he would be the first person to get there. But then I was trying to follow that kind of conversation, and as he was continuing, and Sifuna was actually telling him to hurry up and finish, he was saying, just wait a minute, this is the last time that we are having this conversation, because I know very well that these people will not give me a chance again. And was directly talking to the leaders of the Orange Party. Some people were wading into that conversation, and they were saying that, look, it seems as if it's the end for Babu Owino between him and ODM. Looking at that, do you think it can actually be possible that moving into the 2027 general elections, with his ambitions for the gubernatorial position of the Nairobi City County, that he can actually exit the Orange Party?
Babu will have to make a decision at some point.
Yes.
Before Baba died, it was obvious ODM was not going to support him. And for that reason, he had already made up his mind. That since he needed to be governor of Nairobi, he was going to work with other people. He had already reached out to people like Kalonzo Musyoka. So now that the situation is changing, he will have to observe the dynamics within the national politics and within ODM politics.
How difficult is it for him to make that decision?
No, it will depend on what happens. The decision is not entirely from him. Let us say, supposing the progressive forces take over ODM, like I said in the other show, I mean, in my video, if Aida took over ODM or Orengo for that matter, or other progressive forces, Sifuna, they will have no problem giving Babu the ticket because he will win on ODM. Why would they deny him? Because it was the national politics that was complicating for Raila. Because Ruto and Raila were working together, and I think both of them thought it was good to give Sakaja another term. So that was complicated. Just like 2022, Raila knew Team Wanyonyi was going to win this thing. There was no contest.
And why didn't they give him?
But the complication was because the Mount Kenya was supporting Raila for president. The Mount Kenya deserved something, and that something must be beyond the running mate. They wanted Nairobi City, so Rigathi had to come in.
Which you said here was a wrong decision.
It's wrong, but that is politics, really politics. It is the practicality of politics. So Babu will have to make his decision at the right time.
He says here that he's even capable of becoming the party leader of the Orange Party.
Why not?
But then these people cannot even give him any sort of leadership position within that party.
Leadership is not...
How then will they give him the ticket?
Leadership is rarely given. So when Babu says he can be the leader of the party, he can take it. Leadership you take, you're not given. They can team up with the rest of Sifuna and the rest and take over the party. Yeah, it's possible.
Okay.
Leadership you take, you are not given. Yeah.
Based on the current arrangement right now, you're looking at how the ODM is. Of course, you're talking about the possibility of the progressive forces taking over, and that would mean that they would as well work with the opposition, and that would guarantee maybe the support of the rest of the people from the, is it called the loyal opposition right now. But then let's take it as it is. The Orange Party is still there, still having its torment problems therein. Babu Owino wants to be here, and at the same time he wants to vie for this seat. How then does he manage to work with the likes of Rigathi Gachagua at the same time be a candidate on the Orange Party ticket, a party which is directly working with President William Ruto?
There's a big chunk of ODM that is not working with the broad-based. So it depends on what influence that chunk will have. The Raila, the Orengo, Sifuna faction. Will they be the one controlling ODM? Or will they be the ones with the power to give the ticket because the Secretary General is the one who gives? It depends on the dynamics of the time. And these things, luckily these things will become clear in the next 3 months or so. As we get to March 2026, it will be clear where the country is moving. It will be clear who is going to face Ruto. It will be clear where ODM is. It cannot last. This situation in which ODM is can't last. It will have to resolve itself in one way or the other. Either one side will reach out to the other and they have a compromise, or one side will completely eclipse the other side and they take over the party. If the Uburus, the Glads Wangas eclipse the Sifuna, they will take the party to Ruto.
Where would that
and those who are not comfortable will walk out.
Where would that leave Babu Owino now?
They will walk out. They will leave ODM. They will join they will join Kalonzo, or even join the party of young people, this Kenya Moja arrangement. Yeah, it depends on the dynamics. But like I'm saying, this thing will become clear very, very soon. The country is in a situation where that uncertainty can't last. It will become clear. Ruto himself is impatient to get the ODM support. He needs to know early enough. Because previously he was dealing with an individual, Raila Odinga. He could predict, he could know.
And Raila's
was to the extent possible. But now that is many people he has to rely on to know whether they will support him or not. And worse than that, the people are divided. The leadership of ODM is divided. It will be in the interest of Ruto for that decision to be made quick enough, early enough. And therefore, I'm telling you, by March next year, the direction of things will be clear. Yeah.
Don't you think that perhaps President William Ruto is now counting on the top leadership of the Orange Party, who are actually seen tilting so much towards his side?
He's counting on those. But he's aware, just like all of us are aware, that the leadership is divided. Yeah. It's divided. They assumed wrongly, and I pointed out to them early enough, they assumed they could take over the party in a hurry. Kina Oburu Odinga and the rest. They were in a hurry. I told them, you are wrong. It won't work, and it has not worked.
The leadership is divided here, but we are looking at a situation whereby in the ODM we have the majority and we have the minority. Can we actually assume that the majority here will actually have their way at the end of the day?
Who are the majority?
I'm not seeing the majority. Of course, the other side, I'm only seeing Edwin Sifuna.
Oh, you are wrong. That is where
when I look at the leadership of the...
That's where the majority
When I look at the leadership of...
There's one way of determining.
Yes.
Let's go the Winnie way. Simple. There's no point of saying there's a majority one side. Let's go the Winnie Odinga way.
The Winnie Odinga way is a dangerous route. We may not want to go that way.
No, let's go there. Let it determine. That's easy. Matiba used to say, let the people decide. So let's have an NDC. Yeah, if you think you are the majority, let's have an NDC. Simple. Follow the party constitution. Let the NDC decide.
Okay.
Simple.
I wonder whether these people may actually...
To claim to be the majority is a waste of time.
Do you think the likes...
Bona uandikie mate na wino. Upo, wino ni NDC. Let it decide between one side and the other who has the majority.
Why do you think they've not yet opted for that particular direction?
They fear. The ones you are calling majority are the ones who fear. They fear. They can't call an NDC because they will be eclipsed. All of them are acting. And all of them will go home. There will be a completely new leadership. People like in Babu will take very high positions in the party. They may not be the party leader, but they will take big positions in the party. Hizi za kina Gladys Wanga hizi. Stena kwa kina Babu.
So that is the fear here.
Pardon?
Is that the fear here?
Yeah, that's the fear. So they are not the majority in the way you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should he decide to exit, what would be important for him? Running as an independent or joining maybe a party like DCP?
Independent is very tricky. What the guy should do is very simple. What the guy should do is to look at the politics of the country and the politics of ODM and make a decision. There is no doubt that the opposition will control Nairobi. That is clear. Even looking at past voting patterns, the opposition will control Nairobi. So Babu has to remain with the opposition. Even if that means we working with Wiper or whatever, or DCP. Because those are the people who will control Nairobi. But if ODM gives him a ticket, and at that time, he will be getting an ODM ticket because ODM will be in the hands of progressive forces. And those progressive forces
And be aligned
will be aligned
with the opposition, that is. So that would be a little bit easier for him.
Yeah.
But as we talk right now, it's a little bit complicated.
It's tricky, you cannot know. I will not advise for independent. No. Make a stand, remain with ODM, make a stand, work with Wiper. Wiper is the most neutral for him. Yeah.
Why would you advise him to choose Wiper over DCP?
Especially if Kalonzo becomes the flag bearer.
Between Kalonzo Musyoka and Rigathi Gachagua, and when you look at the city politics here, who then do you think controls a greater percentage,
Gachagua.
or rather commands a greater percentage of influence?
Gachagua.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then why would you not advise him to go the Gachagua way and join DCP?
You see, unless Gachagua will want Kikuyu to be a governor of Nairobi, that will complicate everything.
We've seen James Gakuya.
But are they really up to... Can they really match Babu and people like even the other people? Unfortunately, I'm not seeing a very powerful Kikuyu coming out. And because Babu has a lot of sway, and if ODM chooses to work with the opposition, then it will be a worthy gamble for Gachagua to give Babu in the hope that the Luo votes in Nairobi will also go to the opposition. It's possible. Yeah.
Are you looking at the possibility of maybe Babu Owino working with a Kikuyu candidate in the city for a running mate?
Yes. That's possible.
So that would still mean that...
Just like it is possible for Babu to, very unlikely though, that a powerful Kikuyu candidate running and Babu as a running mate. You know, in politics, these things are all possible. I've heard some lady saying she would want to run with Babu as a running mate. It's possible. But current opinion polls favor Babu. Yeah. So anybody trying to play with, anybody working around Nairobi politics, making their calculations, whether it be Gachagua, Kalonzo, whoever it is, must work with the reality that Babu Owino is ahead of the rest.
Babu Owino, with all his ambitions and everything, do you think he may be willing to play second fiddle to any of these candidates around here?
It is politics. It is politics. Sometimes you are forced into it. But anybody looking at the matrix of Nairobi in the national politics, 2027, must work with the reality that as we speak now, Babu Owino is way ahead of any other candidate. Yeah. So what do you do? That's the reality they must work with. They may as well choose to do what Raila did in 2022, knowing very well that Tim Wanyonyi was already the governor of Nairobi, but still cede ground and give it to Rigathi because of Uhuru Kenyatta, and they lost. So those are the realities Gachagua, Kalonzo, and the rest will have to consider, that Babu Owino is already the governor of Nairobi. And although politics may dictate that he cedes ground for somebody else, you will look at the Polycarp Rigathi phenomenon very careful before you make that kind of decision. You look at Tim Wanyonyi in 2022 very carefully before you make the decision. As Raila was telling Tim to stand down for Rigathi, he knew, and it was a very painful decision for Raila because I knew it myself. It was very difficult for Raila Odinga. But he was actually forced into it. And the reality of politics made it a necessity. And then they lost. Yeah.
For Babu Owino, definitely this is just a step in one direction. We definitely know the kind of ambitions that he harbors currently. But then having this kind of association with, of course, Wiper Party and the other side, DCP, and trying to navigate the complex environment of the Nairobi city politics, of course, at the same time, trying to make sure that he does not lose his bucket, that is the Luwenyans region, and trying to fit in that kind of position of the so-called kingpin kind of thing that we are witnessing here. How does this kind of association complicate this entire thing?
It is complex, and politics is always complex. Yeah, politics is always complicated.
Okay.
And it's complicated. It's not easy. But what is good for Babu is that he has a head start over the rest.
Okay.
So it's much easier to make certain decisions.
Can he still work with these people and still appeal to his people
fact,
down there?
working with the Kina Kalonzo is just icing on the cake. It's just a bonus on what he already has. It just brings bonus votes. Because the votes to make him governor, Babu already has. Yeah. Anybody to be defeating Babu starts at a very disadvantaged position. Yeah.
How would he then beat the enemy of the people kind of tag? Something that has been peddled over the years because of his association with the DCP party leader.
No, Babu has never betrayed the ODM. Babu never talked ill of Baba. Babu never betrayed Baba. So he has never been enemy of anybody.
That is what you're saying. You remember Gladys Wanga's statement?
No, those
of
are...
that line that was...
Gachagua is not anybody's enemy. That one is for Gladys Wanga. No, the ordinary Luo person has nothing against Gachagua.
Definitely.
They may not vote for him. They may not vote for his choice. But they have nothing against Gachagua.
Definitely nothing against him.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, which way Babu Owino is he on his way out of the Orange Party? We are looking at that, and we are also looking at his ambition of becoming the governor of Nairobi City County. Weigh in and tell us what will be the impact of him moving from the Orange Party and running on a different party. Do you think that his chances of winning this particular seat would actually increase? Comment and tell us down there. Allow me to stop for now till we have this conversation again. Have yourself a lovely day. Thank you for watching. My name is Evans Okinyi.